Create transcription and caption in Adobe Premiere. Hello, my name is Florence Westergaard. I work in the French unit of the news section at the United Nations. Did you know? The news section has 9 languages: English, French, Spanish, Portuguese, Russian, Arabic, Chinese, Kiswahili, and Hindi. As we do video or audio interviews, transcription is important to write an article, to create captions for videos, or to create a podcast. So in this training, we will see how options and tools for transcribing. First, we will review Google Dictates. We will see the pro and con, and we will test it. Then we will review and discuss about Adobe Premiere, and we will also test it. Finally, we will see other tools, and we will conclude. So what are some of the tools available for transcribing? We talked about Google Dictate, we have Adobe Premiere, and there are other tools that we will discuss, such as Teams, and we will review shortly other tools. So what are the pro and con of Google Dictate? Well, it is free to use and it's very easy to use. It is useful also for users with disabilities and injuries, but there are some issues with accuracy level, and also it is kind of challenging for transcribing errors, to fix transcribing errors. So let's test Google Dictate. So let's try Google Dictate. Google Dictate is in a Word document. So after you open a Word document and with a white page, as I've done already, you have this icon at the top right corner where you have a microphone where it says Dictate. So let's click on Dictate. And as you can see, it's already listening and it's transcribing what I am saying. But what we want to do is really record something that has been previously recorded, like a video or an audio, to be used in a transcription or to use in another video, or to write an article. So let's stop this dictation, and as you can see here, you have a couple of different preferences. So if you click on this wheel, you'll see that you can choose a different language. So let's say the spoken language here is English, but if you click on this up and down arrow, you can choose French, which of course I use quite a lot, and all those other languages. So after you selected the language, we are going to, of course, go to English, and you can check the level, make sure the level is okay, and then you press OK. So let's find an audio that we want to have the transcription of. So let's open a document. This is the UN page, so this is the one in French, but we're going to select the one in English. And if you go to the audio hub, there is a podcast that was done a few days ago, and we're going to click on it, and we are going to listen and transcribe part of it. So let's see, we're going to pass a little bit, and then we are going to transcribe that part of the interview that the person did. So we press the microphone and let's do it.
That people are not able to work. This is an economy that relies, a lot of people rely on daily subsistence wages. So they have not been able to work, and therefore their incomes have suffered significantly. Children have not been in school for almost a year now. That causes other social problems. Thankfully, we have been able to get some emergency funds, and we have been able to support about 432,000 people with some food through Food for Work programs, with some support in terms of water and sanitation activities, with some health support as well.
One of the things that humanitarian leaders often say when talking about their
Okay,
job
so
is
let's
how
stop
important
now,
it is to understand
and
the
we're
needs
going
of the
to
people
stop
they're there
also
to
the
help.
audio.
So in Susan's case,
So as you can see, the problem a little bit with the Google Dictate, even though it got really much better, is that it really put the full stop kind of randomly, and it doesn't give you comma, and it doesn't really divide between the first speaker and the second speaker. It creates just a big one block. So that's the only issue with the Google Dictate. But if you have only Google Dictate as a means to do transcription, it still does a pretty good job. And then you can use it for your article. You just have to go through the full transcription and make sure that this is correct and the wording is correct. So you need to double check the transcription. So that's it for Google Dictate. Observation about Google Dictate. Even though it was faster than typing the full interview, what I don't like is that it did not recognize punctuation, and if it does, it is not really reliable. So you need to double check the full text. So the pro and con of Adobe Premiere, it is easy to use. You can use it for transcription, but also for caption. And you can export to text file or SRT files, or also for Facebook and YouTube videos. The only problem is you need to purchase the software, which is the Adobe Premiere and the Adobe Suite. And now we are going to test Adobe Premiere and see how the transcription works. So we are going to test Adobe Premiere. So to do that, we are going first to launch Adobe Premiere. So let's do that. So it's launching now. So here we have, this is the Adobe Premiere launch. So we're going to go to New Project. And then here we are going to give it a name. So generally what we do is the best way is to give it a name. So we are going to call that transcription test. After you've done that, you make sure that it's at the right place, and then you save it. I was doing some tests, so now we are just going to replace whatever I've done before. So here is your workspace. So we are going to import the video or audio that we want to have transcription of. So we are going to look for the interview that I want to have the transcription. So here it is, and I'm going to import it. So here it is here on the side. So I'm just going to drag it into my timeline. And the interview is pretty long, so it's 24 minutes. So for the purpose of this example, I'm just going to make it shorter. So a little bit at the beginning of the end, and then I'm just going to take off whatever is in the middle there. Just make sure that is what I want. Yeah, we can make it a little bit shorter even, just for the purpose of this demonstration. So I'm happy whatever I have now.
The reality. We need to name there are black people, there are indigenous people, there are...
Okay. So here we are going to go to Window, and under Window you have Text. So click on Text. And here you have a window that opens up, and on the top left you have different options. You have caption, you have transcribe, which we want to go. So then we click transcribe the sequence, and here you have, of course, different languages that you can choose. You have also a way that you can divide the two speakers, so which is a good way to do it. So you can choose the two mix, and then you can mix it. So here it is transcribing now. So sometimes it takes a while, but it is transcribing pretty fast. So here we are. Here we have the transcription, and here it is. So here is all your text for your video, and you just have to make sure that it is accurate. So after you've done that, what you have to do is you have several options. If you click on the three dots, you can save it with a different format. One is for text that you can use for write an article, or also you have a way to save it for use in Facebook or Twitter, which is a CSV file, and that you can use afterwards. But for that purpose, we're going to save the caption for a text to be used later. So you write it a name, I put it into my file, and I write a name to be able to use it at a later time. So here it is, just writing it, and then you save. And here you have your text that you can use later on. After you've done that, you can also do caption from the text. So you click on the second icon, and it's a caption, and create caption from transcription. So you click on that. You have other options, but it's what we want. You can import also some other caption. So you don't change anything here. You just choose a default. You don't really touch anything, and then you just create caption and you click. And voila, here is all your caption that you can use in your video. So as you can see here, you have those yellow marks that are all your caption for your video. So same thing, you need to double check, make sure it is accurate. So here we are. And you can see that it's showing also on the video. Later on, you can choose the font for your video. So if you click on one of the yellow tag, it opens another window, and it gives you the font that is being used, so that you can choose and change for all your caption. And but that's going to be for another class. And for now, this is only for caption. So this is for Adobe Premiere. As you can see, it's pretty straightforward. It is pretty easy, which is wonderful. You can do it in as many languages you want to have it done. And it's really my favorite one to do, because you can really use it to write an article, to do captions for your video, and it's very, very versatile. There are other tools available for transcribing, so if you have time, please watch the video attached. Another way to do transcription is through Teams. Meeting can be automatically recorded, and transcription are available during playback. Transcription and caption are good for viewers of all abilities. The only problem is you need a 365 Microsoft account, and you cannot transcribe audio only.